how do I sync the first input with the second one? Let's say if I type something, then how do I have the same value here in the second input? So let's have a look at the code now. So here we have the first component called sync inputs, and we have the input here, right? So the input is actually this component. So we have the label, right? Label, first input, second input, and inside we have the text. And this is the function, the handle change handler. So basically when I type something, then it will set the value into this text variable. And it will also show it in the label here as well. So the label coming up from the first component here, okay? And then this is the input itself. So this is what you see, right? So how do I change the code here into syncing the first input with the second one? So to do that, we have to move the text here, the same with the handler, to the first component. We have to move it to the parent component, all right? So the sync input is the parent component, and this is the child component. And next step we have to do is to basically we will need to use the value here, right? So the input, and we want to show the text, okay? So this will be the text, and for this one, this will be using the onChange, and here we just simply use the handle change, okay? So now we have already set up this, right? And the first one and the second one will has to be the same as well, okay? And next step here, if you notice, we are using the label, right? So the same thing, we have to pass this, okay, the value and also the onChange to the child component via the prompt. So to do that, just write value and onChange, and make sure to, instead of using the text that we previously move it into this first component, the parent component, we have to also change it here as well. So the onChange will be changed to onChange. So now these two are connected. The parent component and the child component are now in sync. So now let's have a look at the screen. Let's say I type something, right? As you can see, so say food, reactjs, okay? So they are now in sync. What happened if I type the second input? They are still in sync. So that's how you sync the first input with the second input. This is how you do it, by moving some of the code to the parent component and pass them down to the prompt.